Archangel Michael has an urgent message specifically for you today. You've been feeling a strange distance from someone important in your life lately. The energy between you feels different now, colder, quieter, more final than before. This isn't your imagination playing tricks on you. The divine realm has detected a critical moment happening in your life right now. Someone who matters deeply to you is making a permanent decision about your place in their heart. You may have noticed the signs already: messages that go unanswered longer than usual, conversations that feel distant and guarded, warmth that has slowly faded from their eyes when they look at you. This isn't about temporary distance or a passing phase. This is about a door closing forever. Archangel Michael sees what you cannot see from where you're standing. The blue light you've been seeing in quiet moments and those sudden protective thoughts that come from nowhere, these are his way of preparing your heart for this truth. Divine timing brought you to this message today for a very specific reason. What you're about to learn will completely change how you understand this situation. There's still a small window of time to change this outcome, but that window is closing faster than you realize. Archangel Michael reveals something that will shake you to your core. Someone who deeply matters to you, someone you may have taken for granted, is about to close their heart to you permanently. This person has been patient with you. They've been hopeful, waiting for something specific from you that never came. They've given you chance after chance, holding space for you to see what they needed. But now they've reached their breaking point. The reason they're pulling away isn't what you think it is. It's something you've been completely blind to, something happening in your own behavior patterns that you haven't recognized. These patterns have been slowly pushing this person further and further away from you. They haven't told you directly what's wrong because deep down, they hoped you would notice on your own. They wanted you to care enough to see their pain without them having to explain it. The emotional weight they've been carrying because of you has finally become too heavy for their heart to hold. This isn't about anger or revenge. This is about their emotional survival and self-protection. Within the next few days, possibly even hours, they will make their final decision about you. Once this door closes, the divine realm reveals it will not reopen in this lifetime. The cosmic timing of soul connections means some doors only open once. What makes this moment so urgent is that you still have a brief window to understand what's happening and take action. Archangel Michael wouldn't bring you this message if change wasn't still possible. But you must act now. Now Archangel Michael wants you to understand the real reason this person is pulling away from you. The truth is this: you have been emotionally unavailable to them. Not in the obvious ways you might think. You haven't been cruel or neglectful in the traditional sense. The problem is much more subtle, which is exactly why you haven't seen it. You show up physically, you're there in body, but your heart and mind are somewhere else entirely. You sit in the same room with them, but you're scrolling through your phone. You listen to their words, but you're already planning your response instead of truly hearing what they are trying to tell you. You miss the deeper meaning behind what they share because you're not fully present. They tell you things that matter to them, small details about their day, their worries, their dreams, and you forget these details almost immediately. When they come to you with feelings, you offer solutions and advice when all they really needed was for you to simply be there emotionally. You minimize what they're going through, making them feel like their feelings don't matter as much as yours do. You have energy and attention for everyone else, your work, your friends, your hobbies, but when it comes to them, you have nothing left to give. This person has been showing you signs of their pain for a long time now. They've been slowly withdrawing, both physically and emotionally, to see if you would notice. They've been testing whether you'd even care enough to close the gap they were creating. They share less with you now about their day, their thoughts, their feelings. Their enthusiasm fades quickly even when you do finally reach out. Archangel Michael shows that this person has had many conversations with others about you, friends and family who have told them to let you go, that you clearly don't value them enough. For a long time, this person defended you to others. They made excuses for your behavior. They kept hoping you would change. But recently, something shifted. They stopped defending you. They stopped making excuses. That's the sign that their heart is closing permanently. Those dreams you've been having about losing them? They weren't random. They were spiritual warnings trying to wake you up. That sudden anxiety you feel when you think about this person? That's your divine intuition desperately trying to alert you to what's happening. Archangel Michael now reveals an uncomfortable truth, but he shares it with deep compassion and understanding. You are deeply wounded and scared. This isn't meant as criticism or judgment. This is a compassionate understanding of your soul's true condition right now. Past hurts in your life have caused you to build thick protective walls around your heart. At some point, you learned that keeping emotional distance was the safest way to protect yourself from being hurt again. The fear of experiencing that kind of pain another time keeps you from fully opening up to anyone, even people who genuinely love you. This protective pattern worked well for you when you were healing from old wounds. But now, this same pattern is actively harming you and the people who care about you. You've become so skilled at protecting yourself that you've completely forgotten how to truly connect with another person. The person who is pulling away from you now has triggered old fears inside you that you haven't fully healed. Without even realizing what you're doing, you've been treating them the same way you were once treated by someone who hurt you. Not intentionally or consciously, but because wounded patterns naturally repeat themselves until we become aware and heal them. You give this person your time, your attention, your physical energy, but you withhold your vulnerable, authentic self. You keep the real you locked safely away where no one can touch it. This person doesn't need more of your time or attention. What they desperately need is more of your heart. They can feel the walls you've built around yourself, even when you think those walls are invisible. What they're really closing the door on isn't you as a person, it's the ongoing pain of loving someone who refuses to let them fully in. Archangel Michael shows that this same pattern has affected multiple relationships throughout your life. Until you finally recognize this pattern and do the deep work to heal it, it will continue following you. The divine realm is using this current crisis as your spiritual wake-up call. This person matters enough to you that losing them might finally break through those defensive walls you've built. Your soul actually chose this difficult moment as an opportunity for the profound healing you've been avoiding. Archangel Michael warns you with great urgency that you have approximately 3 to 7 days before this door closes permanently. You need to understand the specific signs that show time is running out. Pay very close attention if this person has become unusually calm and peaceful around you recently. This often means they've already made their decision and found peace with it. They've completely stopped initiating any contact with you. When you reach out to them, their responses have become much shorter and emotionally neutral. They no longer share any future plans that include you in them. They are beginning to create new routines and patterns in their life that don't involve you at all. When they talk to others about you, they're speaking about you in past tense, as if your relationship has already ended. The spiritual window for reconciliation closes completely when their heart fully detaches from you emotionally. Once this emotional detachment process completes itself, even dramatically changed behavior from you won't be enough to reopen their heart. This isn't punishment from the universe. This is simply a natural spiritual law of self-protection. The human heart can only stay open to pain for a limited time before it must close completely in order to survive. Divine timing means you're receiving this message right now, before complete closure happens. But understand that this window is much smaller than you think it is. Every single day that passes without action from you makes that door heavier and harder to reopen. This person's own spiritual guides are actively supporting their decision to protect themselves. They are being guided towards self-love and healthy boundaries by the divine realm. The universe always supports people who finally choose their own well-being over staying in pain. Archangel Michael shows that once they make this decision, it will be permanent because it's completely aligned with their soul's growth and evolution. Your next actions in these few days will determine whether this relationship transforms into something healthier or ends forever. Archangel Michael provides you with specific divine guidance to prevent this permanent loss. First and most importantly, you must do serious inner work before you even think about approaching this person. Begin with completely honest self-reflection about your patterns of emotional unavailability. Pray this prayer each morning. Archangel Michael, help me see my blind spots with crystal clarity. Show me exactly where I've been emotionally unavailable and what deep fears keep my heart locked and closed. Give me the courage I need to truly heal and finally open my heart. Practice this visualization for opening your heart. Close your eyes and imagine the walls around your heart as thick blue ice that's been frozen for years. See Archangel Michael's warm blue flame gently melting these ice walls. Feel the vulnerable sensation as your protective barriers dissolve. Accept and understand that being truly open means risking pain, but it's the only path to authentic connection with another soul. Write a detailed letter, but don't send it yet, acknowledging everything you now see clearly. Include specific moments when you were physically present but emotionally absent. Write about times you chose distraction over deep connection with them. Acknowledge the ways you've protected yourself at their expense. Name the fear that's been secretly driving all your behavior. Express your genuine desire to change and why this person truly matters to you. Before you have any conversation with this person, you must clear your energy completely. Burn sage or use sound clearing techniques in your living space. Release any resentment you're holding toward yourself for these past patterns. Ask Archangel Michael to guide every word that comes from your mouth and to keep your heart open during difficult moments. When you finally approach this person, choose a time when you can give them your complete, undivided attention without any distractions. Begin with genuine accountability, not excuses, not explanations, not justifications. Share openly what you've realized about your own patterns. Acknowledge specific moments when you know your behavior hurt them deeply. Don't ask them for immediate forgiveness or reconciliation. Simply show them that you finally see what you couldn't see before. Let them respond in their own time without any pressure from you. Most importantly, you must demonstrate real change through consistent daily action, not just through words that sound good. Show up emotionally present in small ways every single day. Remember the details they share with you and actually follow up on them later. Put away all distractions when you're together. Ask them deeper questions about their inner world and truly listen to their answers. Share your own vulnerable thoughts and feelings with them. Let them finally see the real, unguarded version of you. Be patient and understanding as they test whether this change in you is real or just temporary. Understanding the root causes of your protective patterns is essential for true healing. Archangel Michael reveals that your emotional unavailability stems from early experiences in your life. Perhaps you experienced emotional neglect or inconsistency during childhood that taught you not to rely on others emotionally. Maybe past relationships existed where your vulnerability was used as a weapon against you. Trauma in your history taught you that closing yourself off emotionally was much safer than staying open and risking hurt. A deep fear of abandonment created a pattern of preemptive emotional withdrawal. You pull away first before they can leave you. Daily practices can heal emotional unavailability when done consistently. Start each morning with meditation focused on connecting with your heart center. Journal about your feelings and emotions, not just your thoughts and daily tasks. Practice small acts of vulnerability with people you consider safe. Notice the exact moments when you start to shut down emotionally and consciously choose to stay present instead. Consider therapy or counseling to properly process old wounds that still control your behavior. Blue light healing specifically opens the heart. Visualize Archangel Michael's healing blue light entering directly into your heart space. See this light dissolving all the old pain and fear that's been stored there for years. Feel your capacity for genuine connection expanding with each breath. Practice this visualization daily for at least 21 days to create lasting change. Learn to recognize your personal shutdown triggers. Notice which specific situations make you want to emotionally withdraw. Identify the fear that lives underneath each protective urge. Choose a conscious, aware response instead of your automatic shutdown pattern. Build your emotional stamina gradually. Start with brief periods of full presence and slowly extend the time. Celebrate each small victory when you manage to stay emotionally open. Forgive yourself quickly when you slip back into old protective patterns. Remember that this healing work benefits every relationship in your life, not just this one situation. Archangel Michael shares positive signs that indicate the door can still be reopened if you act now. This person hasn't completely cut off all contact with you yet. That's significant. They still show small flickers of their old warmth toward you occasionally. They haven't blocked you on every platform and method of communication. Mutual friends report that this person still asks about you sometimes. They seem genuinely sad rather than angry about the growing distance between you. A small part of them is still secretly hoping you'll finally understand what they need. Watch for these divine signs that your healing efforts are actually working. Finding white feathers after genuine moments of emotional openness with anyone. Dreams about reconnecting with this person that carry peaceful, warm feelings. Synchronicities involving their name, favorite things, or places meaningful to them both. Unexpected opportunities appearing that allow you to demonstrate your changed behavior. Feeling noticeably lighter and more authentic in your daily life overall. This person responding to you with slightly more warmth than before. A green light from the spiritual realm means continue with gentle persistence in your efforts. A red light, their continued withdrawal even after you've genuinely changed, means you must honor their boundary and let them go. Trust that even if this particular door does close permanently, the healing work you're doing will open better doors in your future. The inner work you're doing transforms you regardless of whether this specific outcome goes your way. Sometimes the person leaving becomes the catalyst that finally saves your ability to truly love another human being. Archangel Michael stands beside you right now at this critical crossroads in your life. The choice you make in these next few days will affect not just this one relationship but your entire emotional future. You have a brief window of divine timing to take action before permanent closure occurs. This message found you today for a very specific reason. Trust that it's not too late yet. Begin the inner healing work today, not tomorrow when the door may have already locked forever. Your willingness to finally face your patterns honestly is the first real step toward transformation. Show your appreciation for this divine intervention by giving super thanks up to $20. This energy exchange strengthens the angelic guidance available to you during this delicate time. The person closing their door on you deserves your authentic, healed presence. Give yourself and give them the precious gift of your finally opening your heart completely. Archangel Michael's protection and wisdom guide you through this transformation. Act now while grace still holds the door open for you.